When I'm craving something sweet, I can't go past a huge piece of chocolate cake. But for Sebastian Castro, his first bite into a doughy sweet pastry left a lasting impression.
Well, I'm a big fan of cinnamon scrolls. The first time I tried one, I was blown away. I remember back with my mom, we were trying to make them and try to imitate in some way, like the ones that I tried before, but it was a failure.
It was during lockdown that Sebastian revisited all those failed attempts to recreate his favourite pastry. And with his partner Annabelle, finally perfected the cinnamon scroll.
I don't think there are many people out there who haven't tried a cinnamon scroll, but just in case, how would you describe the flavour?
Well, I will describe the flavour as a perfect balance between the sweetness, between the earthiness of the cinnamon, and the tartness of the cream cheese icing. It creates like a perfect gooiness and a perfect balance in every single aspect of the cinnamon scroll.
And it seems most of Melbourne and beyond agree, with orders coming in to Sebby scrolls from all over the shop. Sebby and Belle have created a scroll sensation.
It's your scrolls. I think coffee won't be long. It was like such a shock, the way that from starting to now, we would never have believed that it would be this big and this popular. The turning point for us was once we started, the feedback we just continued to get was like, wow, okay, are we really onto something here?
Sebby scrolls are proof that if you get the recipe right, the people will come.
Oh yeah, that's good.
But Sebby reckons there's more going on than just the ingredients.
Yes, there is a secret ingredient, and it's you have to love what you do. The process is a very long process. It takes a lot of hours to make cinnamon scrolls. But the most important thing is that we enjoy the process.
It's funny, we don't usually do two to a dough. It's very romantic, isn't it?
Sebby and Belle don't just make the perfect scroll, they're also the perfect team. Belle does the books and Sebby makes the dough.
Can I just get 5 for your classic roll?
Sure. I think one of my favourite parts about the business is the community around here. I never would have expected the amount of support you receive from strangers that have backed us from day one. Everyone's always wishing us well, wishing us luck, and, waving to us, when we're still here at 6 p.m. at night and they're coming home from work. And, it's just been so lovely.
And if you're wondering if there's anything healthy about a cinnamon scroll, well, they do use fresh ingredients and butter, a lot of it.
We need to make sure that every single part of the dough is covered with butter. So we do put a good amount of butter. It's like painting,
It is an art form, what you're doing right now.
Absolutely. So we want the butter to be very fine, so it well spread everywhere.
And the art isn't lost in the production, even with orders this big.
We are now making around 5,100 cinnamon scrolls, yes. On weekends, we can sell up to 2,000 scrolls, and we even sold out by midday.
Thank you.
The fact is, most of the time they come straight out of the oven, so they're still warm, and the smell is quite, I guess, intoxicating from that perspective.
Forgot on my trim.
Me too. Guys, if health and happiness are linked, biting into one of these is absolute bliss. And I like to think that happiness is the highest form of health, no?
Absolutely.
Right, let's do it. Oh my God, that is outrageous. It's like fluffy and gooey. I'm in heaven, absolute heaven.